Yo, what's up guys, it's Connor here, bringing you guys another Call of Duty Infinite Warfare live episode, and I picked the wrong class. But anyway, today I'm going to be doing a story time video, and I used to do these way back in Advanced Warfare, but I'm going to bring it back today. So I'm going to tell you guys a story about the time that I got pulled over, almost arrested, for having a stolen vehicle. Luckily, well, first let me just get this right off the bat. I did not have a stolen car. I paid for the car, and the title was signed over and everything, so it was all legal. But I saw the old owner's plates on because I couldn't get mine. Mine were being shipped in. They don't just automatically get there because that's just the process. They send you your plates. So sooner or later, I'll tell you a little bit of the backstory running up to the point where I got pulled over. I was with some friends. It was me, my girlfriend, and two other people in the car. And in the state that I'm in, you're only allowed to have two people in the car, unless it's a sibling. You can have multiple siblings in the car. But if it's not, you're only allowed to have one other passenger. And I had 4 passengers that weren't my siblings, so I was already kind of breaking the law there, but just a lot of people do it, so I don't think they enforce it as much as they should. But yeah, I mean, it was definitely legal, or illegal. And then, so I saw a cop behind me in a red light. And before I saw the cop, I was making a left turn, waiting for the light to turn green. And I didn't have my signal on. As soon as I saw the cop, I flicked on my signal, but I didn't think he noticed that I didn't even have it on. So, as we drive away, so we start pulling away, the light changes, I start driving away. I was like, alright, cool, he just pulled up behind me, no big deal, no big deal. Sooner or later, he turns on his lights. And he beeps the siren like twice, so it's like whoop whoop, and that's it. So I was like, oh, there's no way this guy can be coming after me. I mean, I did nothing wrong. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep driving for a little bit and see if he's actually pulling me over. So I kept driving for about like 30 seconds, and I switched lanes to see if he was actually following me, and he switched lanes as well. So I was like, oh crap, all right, I better pull over. So I pulled over kind of under a light, but not really under a light, so like it was still kind of dark, luckily, because I have a black truck with tinted windows, so we couldn't see the people in the back, which was awesome, because then I would have got a ticket, and I think your license gets suspended for like 6 months or something like that. So luckily that happened. Then he comes up to the window with his hand on his gun, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And he's like, sir, he shines a light right in my face just to make sure like I'm not like drunk or anything, and he was like, you know why I'm pulling you over? And I was like, nah, officer, no reason. Like, I have no clue why you're pulling me over. And he's like, you're driving a stolen vehicle. And I'm like, what? No, I'm not. Like, I literally paid for this car. And he's like, the plates are from a different owner that doesn't live in this city, and the description does not match you. It's like, well, I was being super nice. I wasn't being a smart ass or anything, but I was like, well, I mean, I definitely have the paperwork. You can check that out. It's in the glove box. So I was like, I'm gonna get the papers out. And I showed him the papers. So he took him back to his car, and at this point, I'm like, holy crap, I'm not gonna be able to drive. My license is gonna get suspended. I'm getting arrested. Like, I was just like stressing out super hard, just because, you know, I just got my license. Because so the reason why you can't have a couple more people in your car than 2 is because you can't do that until you've had your license for 6 months. And at this point, this was about a year ago. So at this point, I only had my license for like 2 weeks. And I was like, oh gosh, my license is getting taken away for like a year or till I'm 18 or something like that. I was just freaking out. And he's like, and everyone in the car was like, dude, chill out. I was like, no, I can't. Like, I just got my license. I'm about to get it taken away because I have more people in the car. So anyway, the officer, he's in his car for about 5 minutes. He comes back and he's like, here's the deal. Like, you do have the correct paperwork. It's yours, but the plates aren't yours. And I was like, yeah, of course not. Like, when you get a new car, you don't just automatically get new plates. You have to wait for them to be shipped in. So he's like, all right, well, let me go back to the car. Let me talk to my like supervisor or something. So he does that for another 2 minutes, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, the people in the back. I'm like, you guys don't talk or anything. Didn't want that to happen, like him to find those people. And sooner or later, he comes back, and he's like, you know what? You're okay. I'm gonna give you a fix-it ticket. Like, you're fine. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And then he has to go back to his car to write another ticket. And I was like, I really hope he doesn't find the cause it wasn't really a ticket, it was just like a warning, but they call it a fix-it ticket. So I just got a warning pretty much. And he had to go back to his car to write it, and I'm just like, guys, don't talk like to people in the back, because I do not want him to find them, the officer to find them, because then I would get my license suspended. And I was like, I do not want this. I literally just got my license, been driving around, so I was stressing out still. And then he came back to the car, and he's like, he saw his light shined on me, his flashlight just shined on me, luckily. And he's like, you know what, you're okay, like you have the correct paperwork, you just don't have the plate. So he's like, I'm just gonna tell you, like, give you a fix-it warning, so you better fix it within, like, I think it was like 5 days or something like that. But I still didn't get my plate for like another 5 or 6 days because it was still in shipping. So we went to the DMV the next day, me and my dad, and we were like, yo, what happens if we get pulled over? And they're like, you know what, we're just gonna give you a plate right now. So I was like, wait, but we ordered one. And they're like, we'll just refund that, we've got a plate right here. And I was like, wait, what? So they had like another plate that someone ordered, but they didn't, like, at the DMV they had another plate like someone ordered, but they didn't get their license. So they gave it to me, so they had to like switch over the paperwork and stuff like that. But anyway, so I got a license, or yeah, license plate. And like, I didn't get arrested for having a stolen car, so that's awesome. But yeah, that's just like the story that about the time that I got pulled over and the officer told me, you know, you're driving a stolen car. And I was just like, that was like the craziest thing ever, because he literally just came up to the car. And I will admit, the car is like, when I first got it, it was like black, and it had it just didn't look like a car a teenager would get. Like, I was blessed to get a car from family, so, you know, it just didn't look like a car a teenager would have. So I mean, I guess that was also the suspicion he had, that the car that I had was not up to a description of a teenage car. But anyway, I need to mute this guy. He is being annoying. What the heck? Let me mute him. Alright, but anyway, guys, like, that's the story about the time that I was technically driving a stolen car. Not really, though, because I had the correct paperwork and all that stuff. So it was my car, but the officer did not think it was my car at all. He thought I was driving a stolen vehicle, which was super scary when you just get your license, get pulled over, and an officer come up with this gun on his hand like you're driving a stolen car. And I was like, no, I'm not. But anyway, guys, hope you guys like that video. This guy needs to be muted. If you have, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you guys want to see some more storytime videos, let me know down in the comments, because I have a couple stories I could tell. But with that said, just make sure when you get a car, you get those plates as soon as you can. But anyway, guys, hope you guys like the video. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget that subscribers are cool. Later, guys.